Poems and quotes about war and peace.
They have the guns, we have the poets. Therefore, we will win. Howard Zinn. One person can end a war, if they give all to the making of peace. Abhijit Nuskar, Heart Force 1, need no gun to defend society. War and peace both are manifestations of human will. Whatever is your will, so will be the manifestation. Those whom God wishes to destroy he drives mad. Leo Tolstoy, War and Peace. An aggressive nation will spend and sacrifice to win a war, an amicable nation will do the same to prevent a war. Amit Kalantri, Wealth of Words. You cannot continue to victimize someone else just because you yourself were a victim once. There has to be a limit. Edward said. As long as mankind shall continue to bestow more liberal applause on their destroyers than their benefactors, the thirst of military glory will ever be the vice of the most exalted characters. Edward Gibbon, The History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. How come we can invent better ways to kill each other, but not one to preserve peace? Abhijit Nuskar. It's time to defect, my friend, from the side of tribe to the side of life. Abhijit Nuskar, Tum Dunya Tek Millet, greatest country on earth is earth. Democracy is people-approved dictatorship. Military is people-approved genocide. Atom bombs are people-approved Armageddon. In conscience court all guilty of homicide. Some make bombs for domination. Some make bombs for survival. Either way someone pushes a button. Innocents wind up dead as collateral. Wars are generally lost rather than won, and they are lost by the side that makes the most mistakes. Eric Engel. When the heart turns radioactive with compassion, all war and warheads will become history. Sonnet 96. Kill the terrorists. You postpone terrorism. Jail the fundamentalists. You end terrorism. Sentence the corrupt. You postpone corruption. Empower the civilians. You eliminate corruption. Disband the soldiers. You postpone war. Rehabilitate the nationalists. You put an end to war. All wars are the people's fault. If the people had some common sense, would they be swayed by the divisionist lot? Imagine that, a bunch of warmongers from around the world gather in a hall bearing their glaring badge of nationalistic separatism, and they talk about how to bring peace. What a joke. I'll call a president peacemaker, the day they sign the first executive order for nuclear disarmament. And I'll call the politicians peacemaker, when they work to turn that executive order into statutory law. If a tree falls in a forest, and you are not there, it is okay that you do not hear. But if a child cries in a war zone, and you are not there, is it still okay that you do not hear? Centurion Sermon, Sonnet 1005. Peace is an act of ceasefire. Peace is an act of disarmament. If you don't get this simple fact, you need lessons on common sense. War prevails because we the customer keep buying it, sometimes in the name of faith, sometimes culture, and other times nationality. Enough, I say. Enough. To wage a war is easy, what's difficult is to wage a war without harming the innocent. And that's where a reformist differs from a terrorist. The people of this world need a strong war against hypocrisy, double standard, and supremacy. Then there will be no deadly war. No bloodshed. Mohammad Zaki Ansari, Zaki's gift of love. The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, O people! Verily your Lord is one and your father, Adam, is one. An Arab is not better than a non-Arab, and a non-Arab is not better than an Arab, a white man is not better than a black man, and a black man is not better than a white man, except in piety. Reported by Imam Ahmad. Every second I am dying inside, for Ukraine. I'm dying for Afghanistan, I'm dying for Palestine, I'm dying for Kashmir. Even my pen pours blood. And this bleeding won't stop till I put an end to the bloodshed of the innocents. The 6 pillars of international peace are respect, fairness, freedom, democracy, value creation, and cultural engagement. Amit Ray, Nuclear Weapons Free World, Peace on the Earth. Where the human is whole, there is peace, where divided, there is war. Prejudice is the prelude to war, assimilation is the cure. Of Peace is not a question of diplomacy, it is a question of non-sectarianism. Books over bombs, the sonnet. Bombs kill terrorists. Books kill terrorism. Missiles kill extremists. Mindfulness kills extremism. Guns kill supremacists. Goodness kills supremacy. Law restrains cruel people. Love reforms cruelty. Sarin cripples the malicious. Service cures malice. C4 impairs the prejudiced. Curiosity treats prejudice. Violence can be revolution no more. For all degradation kindness is the cure. The opposite of war is not peace, it's unselfishness. War is a bad thing, but you know what's worse, it's the silence of the civilians who don't even raise an eyebrow at the tomfoolery of the warmongers.